I remember the like 1998, 99, the Dawah was lit here in Detroit.
Yeah,
The Dawah was lit.
I looked for protection from Allah.
It really started in America in 1979 with the Iranian Revolution. And then things started getting worse after the first World Trade Center bombing. And then they came to a crescendo at 9/11 and then start tapering off. And then Daesh popped up, by the way, using all American trucks and American weapons. And John McCain went to Syria and took pictures with Jabhat al-Nusra and all these sorts of things, right? But yeah, I mean, you understand you understand.
But there's also, as you're mentioning that, Sheikh, there was a reprieve during the first Afghan war.
Yeah,
because they were actually they were allowing open fundraisers. Yeah, for the Mujahideen. They were going in, places like California, all over America, and allowing those fundraisers to occur.
Right,
so there was
Michigan.
a reprieve. Yeah. So there was a reprieve for a period of time. Even they were allowing at times, even in Canada, to raise money for Hamas. So they were good while they were serving their agenda for a period of time.
Right.
There was that reprieve in the 90s, and maybe you've experienced this too. I think a lot of the veterans in the Dawah game, they also mentioned that, generally speaking, in the 90s, there was like an ability to give a lot of Dawah. There was like this almost like a lot of sincere du'at, giving a lot of and being able to be active and whatnot. Because also you had this generation maybe of people who had parents that were immigrants and now they speak the language as well and whatnot too. So I think maybe that aided to that. But there was a reprieve when it served a certain perhaps political agenda.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that relates to the Soviet Union and those people being the number one considered existential threat. And that was then the Muslims ended up replacing that basically after the fall of the Soviet Union. But going back to the Dawah, you're talking about the 90s. I remember, like, as a young guy in my 20s, went in downtown Detroit, and there be a different festival every weekend. We used to hit the festivals every weekend with the Dawah. We would stand somewhere, we'd take turns giving speeches. We had the flyers, Jesus and Islam. What does Islam say about all these different types of subjects, right? What does Islam say about the end of time? And we were passing out the flyers, getting into discussions, and it was a vibrant time. And then 9/11 came, and it's like the Dawah fizzled for a while because we couldn't go out there the same way. I mean, even to the point of trying to go out and give the Dawah and law enforcement coming and questioning you and harassing you and things like that, or people being overtly hostile towards the Dawah. If they see you wearing a kufi or a thobe, then there's a lot of hostility. But I remember 1998, 99, the Dawah was lit here in Detroit.
Yeah,
the Dawah was lit.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I looked for protection from Allah.